So I'm on my way to Trafalgar Square, where apparently there's a St. Patrick's Day party, leaving from Notting Hill cycling. Quite a windy day actually, but anyway, makes us think more of Ireland and the wind. So here we are going through a bit of London's Notting Hill Kensington. This is my home turf, so to speak, local area. My gym is around the corner, and now we're going to cycle up towards Hyde Park, cycle down, cross through Hyde Park, get down through Buckingham Palace, swing a left at Buckingham Palace, after of course tea and biscuits with the King and Queen, and right up to Trafalgar Square. So I've no idea what to expect, so let's see what happens and what this party is like. So here we are, Hyde Park, crossing down. As you can see, lots of people out walking. Sunday, so everybody wants to get some fresh air. On the left, see the green, one could almost think they were in Ireland, quite, except for a few cows or something. Anyway, now we need a bit of Irish music. Diddly dee, diddly die. Oh, Russia, the Vahawalia. Oh, Russia, the Vahawalia. Oh, Russia, what else, lady? The Vahawalia. And here on the right we have London's Kensington Palace. As you can see, it's in the middle of being done up, and there are lots of apartments where royal family members live, but unfortunately we haven't got time to visit them today. How unfortunate. Hello ladies, nice to meet you. Happy St. Patrick's Day in advance. Hello sir with the hat. God bless you. Hello ladies, it's not raining yet, but anyway, it's certainly not sunny enough for an umbrella, but whatever floats your boat. Hello to the ducks and geese. Certainly don't have the St. Francis charism, but anyway, hello to little kids out cycling. The helmet's on, very good. Never worn a helmet, but anyway, look after. There we go. Nice and peaceful. Not that many people today, just the weather isn't super. St. Patrick is organising it so that it will be very Irish-like. Beginning to feel a few drops of rain. One could almost think they were in the countryside for a second and not in the heart of London. And over there you see a monument. It's the Albert Hall. Lots of theatres and music there for the very posh, sophisticated people of the arts, yes. Of course, I'm not one of them. Anyway, there we go. Little kids playing some soccer. To weave through the people. Yes, lady, move. Just joking, she's a lovely lady. And on we go. Over here you can see some police officers, Iranian flags, because we're passing the Iranian embassy, and obviously in the current context of the war, etc., there are a lot of tensions, and obviously possibility as well for some riots and stuff, hence the police presence. Anyway, need to get through here. Beep beep. Okay lady, that's not very smart. Okie dokie, and on we go. Here you'll see this red building, some apartments. It's also the next red building is where they keep the horses. So sometimes when you're passing through Hyde Park, you'll see lots of horses, and it's kind of unusual to see in the heart of a big city. But actually right here on the right are the stables. So yes, there you have it, the heart of London. And you've got a whole pile of horses, just like in the middle of the Irish countryside. So, caution, horses crossing. I don't see any horses crossing right now, but that's where they will be crossing. So anyway, St. Patrick, bless all the horses as well. We know Ireland is very famous for its pedigree horses and horses that win a lot of different shows, etc. And there you can see some of the grounds. Sometimes you see the horses running around or dancing around, or whatever they say for horses. Dressage, I think that might be the word. There we go. Anyway, we're nearly at Wellington Arch, and then it's only a short cycle from Wellington Arch to Buckingham Palace. Was it me? No, it wasn't me. Anyway, must be some problem up with the Iranian embassy. God bless us, so much trouble and discontent in our world today. So now getting up to Wellington Arch. Wellington Arch looks quite similar to Marble Arch, except for it's at the other side of the park. Don't ask me whether it's north, south, east or west, because geography was never my interest. But anyway, the side of the park near the shopping area, near Oxford Street. Marble Arch is near Oxford Street. And then on the same side at the other corner, we've got Wellington Arch. And Wellington Arch is the one that leads down towards Buckingham Palace. Wellington Arch. And when you saw the Queen's funeral, you would have seen the hearse stopping in that area. Actually, it was the horses that stopped, I think, in that area, and then they switched over and they put the coffin in a hearse. So this is a wonderful area, and from there then there's a beautiful road that leads directly down to Buckingham Palace. So let's go through the arch just for the fun on St. Patrick's Day. Well, it's not St. Patrick's Day yet, but anyway, St. Patrick's Day preparation. And the lights are going green. Oh, I love when this happens. St. Patrick is blessing me. And on we go. Brum, brum, brum. Yes. Beep, beep. Coming through. And there we go. So this is a beautiful esplanade. And on the right we have the gardens already for Buckingham Palace. So you see there's lots of fences and stuff there. So you dare not climb over that. And when it was the Queen's funeral, of course, this place was all lined up with people from start to finish. So there you go, we're nearly at Trafalgar Square. Quite looking forward to it actually, just to see what they have done. Be interesting to see if there are any famous people or who knows what. Let's see. And you're beginning to be able to see the gold and Buckingham Palace will be here on the right. Now I told Camilla that I don't like English breakfast, so it's Earl Grey. So I really hope she remembers because my stomach is very sensitive. Anyway, the well-known and loved Buckingham Palace. Oops. And there you go, always tourists around taking pictures, and especially when there's the changing of the guard. You can get some nice pictures with the guards and with the horses. Again, these people who obviously think they're on holidays and they can cross the road as they like. Nothing like tourists to annoy a person. And the light's gone green again, thank you very much, Jesus. And left we go. And now we're going right down towards Trafalgar Square, where this little party parade is on today. On the left though, before we go, we have some of the other houses. I think this might actually be where the king still lives, certainly where he lived before he became king. I think it's Clarendon House, one of those things. So I'm not sure which one it is. It's probably that one on the left with the big British flag on the top. That probably means he's in. Unfortunately, I'll have to skip on the tea. I just sent Camilla a message to say I won't be able to make it after all. So she's going to put it in the pot for another occasion. Anyway, they seem to have blocked off the street today because there are no cars. And that means Michael can go through this red light. Beep beep. Oh, you didn't see that. Anyway, there we go. Looking forward to it now. Sometimes we look forward to something and our expectations aren't met. So hopefully it won't be one of those occasions. Let's just see what happens. Another beautiful building on the left. Always need to find out what that building is and still haven't. But it really is beautiful. All in all, it has taken me about 15 or so minutes to cycle from my house to this place. And a very nice cycle. Such interesting things to see. And as I said, these major tourist hotspots and all sorts of stuff always makes the cycle much quicker. And right through this arch, or scaffolding or whatever it is Trafalgar Square. So I'm feeling I might have to get off my bicycle, but we'll see. I plan on cycling as much as I can. And there we go. Da, da, da. Low light. Careful. Fields of Athenry. Wouldn't be a good day to get knocked down by a cyclist. But anyway, I wouldn't do that. Okay. So far I don't hear anything, which is not a good sign. But anyway, perhaps the diddly-dee, diddly-die will be... Oh yes, it's over there. Yeah, where that big pillar is. Okie dokie. Let's see how we get in. Next big question. Follow the music. Of course, Trafalgar Square, very famous, very well known. Museum there as well. Lots of nice horses, police horses. Great thing in London is if you've got a dog, you've got to pick up their poop. But if you happen to buy a horse, you don't have to. So buy a horse. Just might be a bit difficult keeping him at home. Okay, so here we have it, right? I need to park my bicycle somewhere. Hello there, policeman. Happy St. Patrick's Day in advance. Lots of work for you with all the drinking that will go with it. But anyway, we're going to stay positive today. We're going to think of St. Patrick and not all the abominations and aberrations. Oh, isn't it wonderful to be Irish for half a day at least, or for a few hours? Usually that's my quota. Anyway. Oh, wow. I can feel the vibes already. Yeah. Now to get in is a bit of a mystery. Maybe this lady will let me in. Is this the entrance? Sorry. The other side. Yes. The other side. Would be handy to have a signpost. It's almost like being in Ireland asking for directions. They haven't left anything out. It's all deliberate. So anyway, there we have it. Some Irish music. Not quite Croke Park. And there we have the National Gallery. If ever I feel like boring myself to death, I shall certainly consider visiting. Oh, look at this little cottage. Isn't that kind of sweet and cute? A little thatched cottage for St. Paddy's Day. We'll go in and have a bit of cup of tea maybe. And what is all this? Oh, that's certainly nothing to do with St. Patrick's Day. Anyway, moving quickly on. Hello sir, what's that? Oh no, thank you. I thought it was £100. It was a leaflet. Just joking. God bless you. Amen. She's doing a bit of vanity. Believe in Jesus. Amen. Yes, sir. If he smiled, it might help a bit better. But anyway, Sainsbury's wing. Didn't realise there was a Sainsbury's here. It's probably not a Sainsbury's at all. It's the posh wing of the National Gallery. I wonder where the Tesco wing is. Anyway, there's a bit of a line here. Not too bad. Hello, London telephone box. Of course, very few people use them nowadays with all the smartphones, etc. Prêt à manger. I hope they don't ask me to pay in. That would be taking the biscuit. Of course, it would be very Irish. Anyway, please have bags ready to be searched. Well, it's a good job I don't have any bags then, isn't it? Hello. Oh, excellent. Thank you. No bag. Quick line. Excellent. Fantastic. Low lie the fields of Athenry were once... Oh, hello there. I wonder where she got that coffee. Could do it a coffee. Anyway. Okie dokie. St. Patrick's Festival. Dee! Smile, everybody, it's a festival. I love your trousers. Wish you didn't hear me. Anyway, you can get some Patrick's Day hats. I have one at home I was going to bring. Perhaps I should have had. It wasn't very convenient for cycling. Anyway, That's a nice big family photograph. They certainly got into the festive spirit. Now, the old bog cottage. Exactly what I was looking for. Isn't it wonderful? Now let's see what they're doing. Oh, they're making some St. Bridget's crosses. Fantastic. Hello. Oh, need a bit of dancing. Diddly-dee, diddly-die. Bit of a Kaylee vibe going on here. Let me see if we can get a bit closer. Well, that looks certainly more fun. Need to get down there then, don't I? Oops. Sorry. And down we go. So far haven't bumped into anybody I know. I love the hats. Need a bit of dancing. Where's the dancing? Woo! I think she got the colour wrong. It's St. Patrick's Day, not Pink Day, Purple Day. Anyway, God bless this lady with purple hair. She's the right colour coat at least. What's the St. Patrick's Day Festival, London, Ireland.
One more tune. I don't think we have time, lads. Was that not one of the greatest things you've ever heard?
Honestly, no. She needs to get out more. Anyway.
That was absolutely powerful, lads. You had the whole crowd kind of vibrating almost. It was so cool.
Oh, I didn't see anybody vibrating.
It was amazing.
Anyway, let's be positive.
That's to make you feel patriotic today, lads. I don't know what will. Okay. Bit of a change of scene now. Let's calm down. Let's take it way down. Take a few deep breaths. We are now going to welcome to the stage celebrity chef Anna Hall, who many of you will know from TV and for her fabulous
Never
Irish
heard of
cooking.
her.
Anna, please come onto the stage here. Everybody, Anna Hall!
Woo! Go, Anna!
How amazing was that? I mean, what a privilege to be on stage. You know, they're four brothers. How could four brothers be in harmony like that? Well, in my house, we were...
It's called music.
Imagine Friday night in their house. Brilliant crack. Absolutely brilliant crack. Anna, how did it feel being back here? Welcome back to Simpson, by the way.
Oh, the air is electric. I just see here it gets better and better, and it's like it's all to do with the people who turn up. They just bring the crack and the energy. So you know,
Give it
it's
up for
very great.
yourselves and the energy you brought today.
Look at the crack and the
We
energy.
know it's cold, but you guys, you're keeping our hearts warm. You're doing a fabulous job.
Sorry, but
Aww.
they're not quite selling it, to be perfectly honest with you.
What treat. So Anna's stall, the wee sister, is just over here. It's the last stall on your right there. Anna, what?
So the wee sister's just over on your right, my left, and it's inspired by some of the food that we do in my wine bar in Chelsea. So it's got braised Irish beef, some crushed potatoes, got like this kind of black pudding ragu on fries, and a buttermilk sauce on top. We've got amazing Irish oysters, which has this delicious vinaigrette on it that is just off the charts.
Oh, the amazing Irish oysters. Oh, my mouth is watering. How will I survive without tasting them?
And they are like
Oh.
an absolute joy. Like,
Did anybody
they
ever
work
have
in
oysters,
our
Irish oysters?
on a
I
day
certainly
like this,
didn't.
So I'm very lucky to have them.
I can see
Anyway,
a woman
maybe
here
they do.
drooling in the
My
front
mum
when you
didn't
just,
like
described
seafood. She
that
was
food.
afraid it would make
It
her
sounds
sick.
delicious. I've been living off of rich tea biscuits backstage.
Oh, rich
so
tea
I got
biscuits,
that
yes,
over.
I would like one of them.
How do you typically celebrate St. Patrick's Day yourself, Anna?
Oh, the microphone has gone off
Through
there.
different places to meet up with old friends and family. It's so important to me that my son's 4, that he's connected with his family
got a
on
kick there,
Patrick's Day,
like
or
it was a
around
horse.
Patrick's Day, 'cause he's going to be in school. It's not bank holiday over here on Tuesday. But for me, it is all about friends and family and connecting.
Of course,
And
no
although
mention
everything
of
I do
God.
is
Why
all
would you
about
mention God?
that's pretty
Irish.
much
What has that got to do with God or
St.
Jesus or Mass?
Patrick's Day is
St.
still a
Patrick's
different
Day.
beast. It's a different thing.
Oh, it's
It really
certainly different.
matters, 'cause
Don't worry.
all those little kids I see rattling around in their rig outs, that was me when I was small.
Okay.
So it makes my
Blah,
heart
blah,
like
blah,
that
blah,
little
blah.
there,
We get the picture.
Julie, that makes my heart burst.
Let me see.
The kids are brilliant.
Oh, I like these outfits.
Anna, well, it's so great for you to be representing Ireland the way you do. And when I get a pay increase, I'll be coming to Myrtle and Chelsea because it's on my wish list on my Google Maps.
And
Look at the faces full of joy and happiness and cheer.
As a judge. She's not going to be competing. And I also am doing.
Honestly, if there's one thing missing here, it's some joy. But anyway, thank you, Jesus, for the gift of joy. It just shows when we don't have God in the picture, we can have all the parties we like, but it just doesn't work. There's something missing.
We are going to sponsor
Now.
wheels now. Go and get another Guinness.
Something else is coming on. It'll probably be equally uninspiring. Sorry, it should be very inspiring if you're into all that. So over this direction there seem to be some stalls. What's it now? Anna Hall, the wee sister. Literatura Cabioga. That's the Irish. Clonakilty black pudding. Cholok na putoiga duva chlok na chulte. Korean fried chicken. Oh, it's interesting seeing that one in Irish. Certainly that didn't come from Ireland. Shiki and friachta korach. Now, what's this one? Poutine. No clue what that is in any language. Anyway, Scotch and Thyme Catering Company. Oh, very good. Cholok, Lona Dorota, Scotch and Lime. And what on earth this is? Bagals. Anyway, a little bit of food. And fish and chips. Yes, now we're getting more Irish. Now we've got into the vibe of it. Notice it's the only one with people lining up. There we go. Of course, the weather isn't in everybody's favour. And the music seems to have turned off. There's nothing like that to kill the vibe. Not that there's much of one to start with, but still. Doesn't help. Oh, I like his outfit. I think it's an Irish leprechaun in the flesh.
He's like loaded.
And there we go, I'm finished my little walk around. To be honest with you, it's kind of boring being here. Anyway, glad I came to check it out. At least I will know next year where not to go. And yes, come on, a bit of music, please. Keep us all moving a small bit. Oh, St. Patrick, pray for them. I think they need a bit of it. Can you believe the music still isn't on and it's almost 10 minutes later? My goodness. If you're ever organising a party, don't get these people to do it for you. Anyway, it's a bit cold here today as well, it doesn't help. Could jump in the little fountain there. No entry. I'm gonna go back up the steps, see what's happening up here, and after that I think I'm just gonna go. I'm glad I didn't fly to London for this. Anyway, there we go. Hello, mister. Hello, lady. There we go. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Smile. Love your coat. Beautiful coat. Oh, very cold for that weather. For those t-shirts. It's like being in Medjugorje. All the Irish people. Now, there we have it. The Irish store. Get your hats and headbands. 2 for £1. Oh, look here. Out in the world, Ireland's LGBT diaspora. Well, now, have to check this out. Now, who's this? Interesting little tent. Oh, I think the introduction was over there. That's why it makes no sense. Typical me to go the wrong way around. Exclusion. Bridget, Carl and Chris Morrissey. So I'm sure we could all write a book on exclusion. Out of our way, Irish queer and fighting. So what does that say? Across the generations, Irish LGBTQ+ people have immigrated and found opportunities to live and love abroad. Yet this journey was rarely a simple transition from an oppressive island to a liberal, wider world. Irish LGBTQ+ immigrants often faced prejudice abroad. Home, once a place of shame and silence, could also become a welcoming site of return. This exhibition highlights 12 stories from the vast yet largely untold history of Ireland's LGBTQ+ diaspora. So then, since the 1993 decriminalisation of homosexuality in the Republic of Ireland, society across the island has undergone a major transformation. In 2015, the Irish government passed the Gender Recognition Act and the Irish public voted for marriage equality by a landslide. In 2020, marriage equality was introduced in Northern Ireland. Beyond legal changes, Ireland has become more accepting of gender and sexual diversity, exploring the lives of Irish LGBTQ+ people abroad, and the contributions of those who returned can help us to understand how Ireland became a more welcoming place. Our 6 themes, exclusion, community, love, defiance, solidarity and return, speak to significant parts of the Irish LGBTQ+ diaspora experience, but they cannot encapsulate this evolving and diverse community in its entirety. We invite you to play a role in illuminating this hidden history of the Irish abroad by sharing your story with us. What is your LGBTQ+ diaspora story? Well, I'm glad you asked. There you have it. However, for all their talk of welcome, none of them even said hello. Anyway, there we go. Irish Cultural Centre, Hammersmith. Never knew there was such a place. Oh no, she got dressed up. Why didn't I think of that? How Irish. Beautiful costume though. Must take a while to get into. Certainly not very convenient if one needed the toilet. But anyway, let's not think of those things. And it's St. Patrick himself. Look at that. St. Patrick, Bishop. Now, has he got work to do? Tourism Ireland, fill your heart with Ireland. Well, let me tell you, I've had my fill of Ireland. Anyway, over we go. Irish Film TV UK. This might be more interesting. Scanán agus telefíse arnach cho. Irish in Britain. Ernig Savratan. Oh, where are they? There's no Irish people in Britain apparently. Nobody at that desk. Anyway, Conra na Gaeilge in London. Speak a bit about Gaeilge in London. Never knew there was such a thing. I could practice my cúpla focal as they call it. I did not say a bad word. The word for word in Irish is focal. Doesn't sound very good, but that's the way it is. Irish language lessons, Rang na Gaeilge. But we all had our fill of that in school. The London Irish Centre on Tunadearnach, London. There you go. When I lived in Australia, every now and again I would go along to an Irish thing, and after 3 hours I would realise why I left. So here we go. Let's go and talk to these people, see what they're doing. Anyway, we're back over near the horse. You can hear the music, they got it back on. Well, there you have it, and now I'm going to go towards my bicycle. So I've had my dose of Ireland for another 5 or so years. That should keep me going. Thank you, God, for Ireland, and thank you for taking me out of it. There we go. You are loved and wanted in London. Well, that is certainly good to know. And it's certainly true. London is and can be a very loving place for everybody without the nonsense that we face in other places. Anyway, I'm going to head down now towards Westminster Cathedral, because I haven't been to Mass yet today. So I'm going to cycle that way. Ooh, a bit of Irish music. It's the first bit of real Irish music I've heard all day. Oh, wonderful. This is more like what I was expecting, to be perfectly honest with you. What does she say? Oh, yes. Very good, mister. Lovely legs. What does it say? Scarrigallen, County Kerry, in the heart of Slieve, Loughra, up the kingdom. Are you from Kerry, are you?
No, I'm not Irish.
Oh, well, everyone's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. It's not St. Patrick's Day yet, though. Oh, thank you very much. What is your greatest need? And she's doing some evangelization. My God shall supply all your need according to his riches in glory by Christ Jesus. Hallelujah. And that's the real meaning of St. Patrick's Day, of course. The forgotten meaning. Well, bravo, mister. Even if it's a bit silly, it's the first place you actually see people smiling. You see, the Irish music brings out the smiling and the joy. All the other music, I don't know, seems to be missing something. Well, there you go, reporting live from Trafalgar Square, St. Patrick's Day Festival. As you can see, not the most lively thing in the world, so if you haven't been able to come, don't worry, you didn't miss much. But in any case, keep happy, keep joyful, and St. Patrick, pray for all these people that they may come to know Jesus and that he will put a smile on their face. Because if there's one thing that was missing today, it was people with a smile on their face.